A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation?
50 wants the mic. Stay with your man.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Come on, fellas.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Let's jump back into the action with this defense up against a 1st and 10 at the 11.
You get rock me. You get rock me. You get...
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon.
So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt.
70, Indy. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Let's go.
To throw on third down, Stanton. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Got to...
On the double. Mike, 46. You better be afraid of me. You better. Hey, Sam off. Switch. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Double time. 3 out. Get it.
Stanton. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A long field ahead of this offense. They'll have to be efficient here with their time late in the second quarter.
50, plant.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
On the ready.
Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Hey, time. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Leo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau, and his guys will take over. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Third down, here's Haskins. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also leads. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little. A 4th down coming up. Decision time now, as this would be a long field goal attempt. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second half lead?
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And some concerns caused him to slip to the 5th round. I guess if you're him, the good news is you kind of flew under the radar. Maybe expectations are low. You can come in and prove something.
And a lot to prove because those off-field concerns that creep in on you, you want to prove that they're all wrong, that they don't matter, that you are a much better player than what people picked you.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Orson Charles ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines.
This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this 4th quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey! I got motion man. Me. I got this. 46. Yeah.
On 3rd down, Stanton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. To be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they sit. This defense looking to preserve the tie and try to keep this offense out of field goal range here late. They go play action now. Haskins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, Love. And they only only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Hand off to Thompson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit.
Let's go. 60 yards.
They begin this drive with Chubb. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way. No gain at all for the offense.
It's our time. It's our time.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanton. Strong grabs it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the takeaway. That's how the defense score points.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible, but the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go with Thompson again. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final. Now this offense in a spot where they need to work quickly and efficiently. They have no timeouts, down by 3, hoping to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get off the field.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
We want this.
Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of